Hi guys, welcome to PantsuCast.
That is the worst intro I've ever heard in my life. That is my least favorite intro you've ever done.
Alright, fine, let me try again. Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of PantsuCast.
I do not want to do the exact same thing for this podcast.
We won't, that's just all we have now, so we're going with it for now.
No.
Hi guys, I'm your host, HotShot Ginger, and with me I have my co-host, GoPro Kyo.
Hello.
Welcome back to a brand new episode, our second episode, and as such, we decided to change things up already. We're not even 5 episodes in, and we're already doing something different.
We're doing a double feature, or a pair of, as Austin called it.
Yeah, pair of features. So, pair of features.
I do have to say, I think that's my favorite.
So,
I am kind of glad that we didn't go for my idea, which was double team.
Yeah, just too obvious. So what we're going to be doing, guys, is every other episode, we're going to try to do a double features episode like this.
So basically, it's like, so basically they're like 12 episode series instead of just doing like one series.
Right.
Because like, since like 2 12 episode series would be one 24 episode series.
Right.
So we figured we might as well just make that into one full video.
Or really what qualifies it is if it's a series where it is very heavily like fan servicey, but the story is not like that engrossing. Like you obviously still want to watch it for the story, but like you can honestly just kind of pass by it and you won't really miss much of a lot. That's kind of why I wanted to do Shimonetta for the first one, because there was an actual, I guess, thread change.
Was Shimonetta 13 episodes?
It was 12, yeah, and then the OVA.
Oh, yeah.
But with the two we're talking about today, story is kind of second place. So the 2 series that we're talking about today are How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift and Keijo hip movement girl, right? No.
It doesn't have a subtitle, I don't think.
It was something hip girl.
I don't think it has a subtitle.
It does though. I'm searching for it.
Anyway, like I'll just keep going then.
Okay, go for it.
Basically, so like we honestly just chose 2 that have like no real story to them. There's kind of just
Hip whip girl.
Hip whip?
Hip whip.
Why would it call... That's... No.
Hip whip girl Keijo.
I'm not okay with that.
I'm just calling it Keijo.
I'm fine with that, too.
So, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say that, like, they're not really story-based, I guess.
No.
Do you want to just start with Keijo and then we'll go over to Dumbbells?
Yeah. Obviously, there are still story, but it's more so based just around the characters more so than it is, like, what the actual overarching story is.
I might almost argue that Keijo is just about the absurdity of its concept.
And I love it.
Which, by the way, Keijo was not a sport until after the anime came out.
I'm fine with that.
I was just gonna say like that. If it were a sport prior, I imagine they would have made one so much earlier than they did.
But the fact is, now it's a sport, so anime has literally changed the world.
It kind of is. It's just a Japanese sport, though. Now,
all right. So
you won't get to. Sadly, we won't be seeing Keijo at the Olympics this year or the preceding year because. Due to 2 reasons, actually.
One, we're not going to talk about, and the other, we're also not going to talk about.
I'm fine with that.
Alright, so if you guys don't know, Keijo is an anime where it's about this girl, Nozomi, who's going in an arcade trying to be a Keijo star. So basically, an up-and-coming star in... You want to scoot that way?
I was trying to push Austin's seat like slowly away from the microphone.
Yeah, and I'm just like, we want to stop. Anyway, Nozomi's up and coming about becoming the new Keijo star, and it's about her and her classmates coming to the academy to try and be up and coming stars for the new sport. Where the sport is, it's butts and boobs bashing each other against each other like a sumo style until you're out of the ring.
Pretty much, yeah.
The ring that they use is called a land, and it's called a land because it takes place on the water. So you're on a circle, you're surrounded by water. If you're knocked off the land into the water, you're knocked overboard, which means you lose. Or you can also lose by actually getting KO'd.
Just getting knocked out, basically.
Yeah, so KO'd, knocked out, or knocked over.
Knocked over, either
works
way.
Both ways.
As long as you're not knocked up, it's fine.
Yeah, so no KU.
What's KU?
Knocked up.
Knocked up.
You just made this joke.
What would you do if like there was a setting in Street Fighter where it was called KU?
KU! You lose.
You still lose though.
Sorry, Chun-Li. Like you're fighting Chun-Li as Cammy, and somehow you still get KU'd. Don't know how that
the
works.
guy gets KU'd, like Ryu gets KU'd.
No, like I was fighting Chun-Li as Cammy.
Oh,
and yet I
somehow
still got
you
KU'd.
did that.
So Chun-Li's a Fuda? That's what I'm believing now. Anyway,
that's
we're getting way off topic. So what we're going to talk about with Keijo is basically just like the overarching story, but even though there's not a whole lot, it's just them trying to learn new tactics and trying to come into their own for the sport. What we're mainly going to be talking about are the characters that we love, as well as the absurdity of the sport, because if it was just boobs and butts pressing against each other, trying to push each other out of the ring, it'd be entertaining enough, but Keijo...
It'd be about as entertaining as WWE, I imagine.
Yeah, but that still has a massive fan base when you think about it.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be, like, I'm not saying it wouldn't attract anybody, I'm just saying that it would be a little more mundane if it was just, like, not... If it wasn't animated the way it is, like...
Okay, that's fair.
Because it's actually surprisingly dynamic for being such an ecchi anime. I guess it.
What I was trying to lead up to.
The thing that I struggle with ecchi anime is it's hard for me to tell if it is ecchi, because, like, would you say that ecchi has to be mature in order to be, or like have a TVMA?
I'd say no. I'd say TV 14. Like if they play heavily on the fan base. Or not the fan base, but on the fan service, because like some of the ecchi animes we do watch, like not all of them are MA, because like if you take away the fan service, like honestly some of them could be like PG. Like if Keijo was just downplayed a lot to where like
I think Keijo is TV 14 though.
I think it is, but I could be wrong. Okay, Dumbbells is TV 14.
It definitely is, yeah.
Yeah, and it's still more fan servicey or ecchi, like
it gets away with a fair chunk, actually. I would say
so. It's not so much as to like it has to be mature or it has to like show as much as humanly possible, but there is definitely a focus on the fan service as opposed to like, or like a lot of people take the fan service more as opposed to like what the actual story is about. So that's why we're taking Dumbbells and Keijo here.
Yeah, because there's like just because like Keijo does kind of have a story, but it's like the story, or like honestly it more so just has like an end goal at the end of it,
which is their graduation.
Yeah, pretty much. But like the final match, was it graduation or was it just like the final
it was
match
their graduation from that academy to go to like the rookie leagues into actual Keijo.
Right. Okay.
So like them starting their careers into becoming Keijo players.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but like that's really just what it is. It's almost as if like I guess, yeah, I think the best comparable thing I can think of is like just story wise. If you remember like the Land of Waves arc from Naruto, it's kind of like that because they have just like one goal, and then once they complete it, it's just over. Well, because like you never hear about it again in Naruto, pretty much, aside from like later on. But really,
okay. Basically, the moral of the story is the story you can skip by it. You watch this for a totally different reason.
The story is just there to like kind of give you a reason to watch. To
give you a key line. To like obviously you have to have your characters have a goal. You're not going to get far without that. If you're just like having cute girls on screen but have no direction for them at all, you're not going to get far.
I would say especially like that's
what PNGs are for. Just download PNGs and you're fine.
PNG.
Yeah, just cute girl on screen. There you go. That's your series.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start off with a big question, because obviously we're not gonna go into every nook and cranny to like describe the synopsis or anything like that for Keijo. I'm just gonna ask you straight up, who's your favorite player? So who's your favorite Keijo?
I think my favorite one would probably have to be Mio, just because of like the pervy characters.
Sex appeal.
No, can you let me answer?
I'm just saying. Okay,
the pervy characters are usually the funnier ones to me.
Yeah, and Mio is exactly that.
I like that she's a balance between like a powerful player and kind of a goof off.
Yeah,
I think that's or like character wise, that's the biggest appeal.
So she's a power goof.
Yes,
she's a pervy power goof.
Sure.
Because Mio is the one who's
because perverted characters with power are kind of scary.
Yeah,
and they're also really funny.
Mio's the one who will like start up a conversation, just a casual conversation with you, but then like in the middle of it, she'll just grab your tits and just squeeze.
I don't want him to grab my tits.
Yes, I'm talking to exactly you, Joe.
Okay.
No one else, just you.
Okay.
And then she gets bored and leaves.
Oh. You just played through like a whole relationship that I might have had, and it's actually kind of scarred me a little bit. I've emotionally been broken. Thank you.
Yes, 2 episodes in, and I've already broken him. New record. But see, when you said like it's a hard choice, it's like it doesn't just come down to like how cute the girls are or anything else. There's actual characteristics here, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, like, I mean, like the thing is that like sometimes with anime you get like the archetypes are so heavily used, it's a little insulting, kind of. Yeah. It's almost like whenever somebody makes an anime or a manga, like the producers just give them like a character sheet of like which character trait or which types of characters, like tsundere, bad boys, yandere. Yeah, I those are the first ones that come to mind because I remember the names better.
Some bitch.
No, it's show bitch.
Show bitch, not some bitch.
Some bitch.
Some bitch. Son bitch. Son of a bitch. They all mean the same thing.
Went off on a tangent on that word.
What is so bitch?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
All right,
we'll watch that one. We'll watch that one later.
Well, just going back to that question, because I think you already know my favorite player is Nozomi.
Yeah. Did I tell you who does the English dub?
No.
Voice. So,
by the way, guys, this is going to become very apparent. Kyo knows voice actors and knows like who plays what. He's very good at keeping track of that. I, however, do not. I know no actors.
You say that I do, but like I don't.
He doesn't like, personally know him. You can't just go down the street, knock, knock, knock. Hi, Nozomi, how's it going? I just got bored. Let me crash at your place for a few weeks. Austin kicked me out.
Dude, if somebody comes to you, and just like knows your name based on a character you play, that's a little disturbing.
Yeah, so please,
I don't know if it's disturbing or more so insulting.
So do me a favor. Like, one of the few actors I know is Todd Havercorn. Do me a favor, never go to his house and say, "Hi, Natsu, I'm crashing with you for a week."
If I did, I don't think he'd like me.
I think you'd get arrested on the spot for one.
I probably would. He wouldn't even let me in. Who are you? Why are you at my house?
At the same time, like, he seems like to be the kind of guy that's like, okay, back to Keijo. You know, the reason we're doing the podcast.
Where were we though? Oh yeah,
we did favorite characters.
Voice actor.
Yeah. So
who's voice actress for Nozomi is Amber Lee Connors, and I don't know how many of you might know that name, but she, if you've watched Dragon Ball Abridged, you would know that it's
18.
18.
Okay.
How'd you remember that?
Because you talking to me about characters that you've talked to me about in the past will spark up horrible memories.
Why?
And I remember them from horrible memories.
How is that a horrible memory?
Because you're talking to me about voice actors, something I suck at.
But like she has a demo reel out. Like she's been in One Piece, and I think this was her first pro tag role that she's had. And I thought that was really cool because like she was. I have a feeling that like some of the voice actors in DBZ Abridged like actually use clips of their characters and like put them in their voice reels.
Yeah.
As long as they don't say like the character names from the shows, like then they're probably fine.
What's your number? Just 18, and then that's all she sends in for her DBZ side.
But she was
18.
Was actually
Just her saying her name.
But she was actually doing like she had a YouTube channel for a while where she just did like fan dubs of anime.
Oh,
and it was really cool. It's really cool, but I can't find it anymore. I think they got hit by the copyright bug once again. You're
just kind of going into the realm where I'm like I'm completely lost and have almost no
interest. I'm just sharing it with you because I thought you'd be interested in it.
Like I said, almost no interest, and I feel bad about that. Okay, so moving so still staying on Keijo, like we have you with Mio as your favorite, me as Nozomi. What about your favorite move or your favorite technique?
Probably. I can't remember her name. Which one's the one with the brunette from the main group? I can't remember her name. Alba, yeah.
Ava?
Yeah, it's Alba.
Alba, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. So but anyway, the what is it, the 1,000 butt technique or something? I can't remember.
Oh,
it's like where the wall of asses just appears behind her like a Full Metal Alchemist.
I think it's the wall of Bethlehem or something like that.
The Bethlehem.
I
That's
don't.
Bethlehem.
I no.
Do you mean like
Keijo,
Jericho?
It would be Bethlehem. They replace words with butt or ass or boobs.
I don't think they actually.
Butt Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, they did. That one's probably my favorite name, actually, just because of the name.
Attack on Titan! Dun!
Then what would yours be? I'm gonna give you a rule. You can't say vacuum butt cannon.
It's not vacuum butt cannon.
Okay, I didn't think it would be.
I will say that it's not vacuum butt cannon. Probably. I'm gonna have to think on that. The only reason that I'm having to think is because vacuum butt cannon is literally the only name I know. But like I know the other moves, of course.
You can just like describe it because that's what I did. I don't remember the name either.
Okay. I don't know how what she calls it, but it's Kawaii's move where she can like instantly KO you with like one solid hit. It might just be the way she plays.
I think it's just because she was really fast.
Okay.
So like she has like I think it was like an after image thing.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been it.
Oh, wait, no. There was one actual after image move. It was, crap. I think the silver hair girl used it in our main group. Nozomi's friend.
Sayaka?
I think Sayaka uses it, where she's standing, because she's more so on the petite side, so she's more of a flat-chested character.
Here's the thing, though, like women who have, like, a smaller frame have rounder asses,
which is what I'm getting to.
That's just Sayaka, that's just a proportion thing.
Yeah, because Sayaka has immense speed. Mm-hmm. So when she's standing there and one of her opponents is coming in for a strike, but she flashes around, literally after imaging, like where her tits are actually where her.
Oh yeah, because she like moves her suit a little bit to flash her person. Who does that? Orchid from what was it?
Orchid Killer from Instinct? Killer Instinct.
Yeah, they kind of do the same.
Orchid,
wait, was it Ivy? Was it Ivy who did that?
Ivy did it in the death battle, but it's Orchid's move.
Okay.
So, yeah. Probably either Kawaii's like instant KO move or Sayaka's butt swap. I'm calling it butt swap because that's really what it was.
Didn't she? I thought she copied that move from Kawaii.
No. Sayaka came up with that one on her own, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while since we actually sat through the entirety of Keijo.
But we're not going to watch the whole thing before
I'm going
podcast.
to. I'm going to.
No, I mean, we already have.
No, I mean before our next episode, I will watch all of Keijo.
I'll watch all of it again.
Because I love it. So, another thing about it is just as a show in general, like, yeah, it's clearly heavily fan servicey. It's heavily, like, the girls are the selling point, and the sport is fucking absurd with boobs and butts and, like, supernatural powers almost.
I like how their dialogue in fights is just like Dragon Ball Z kind of dialogue.
It's Dragon Ball Z fights with boobs and butts, and that's it. Like, it's illegal to actually punch your opponent.
Right.
But the thing is, like, when it comes down to an actual land fight, or when it comes down to a race, is what they call it, or a match, their teamwork and them actually like helping building each other up has like such this unique dynamic to it that I actually really care a hell of a lot about their growth as characters.
So you like their camaraderie.
I like their camaraderie. I like their teamwork. I like how they basically grow like as an entire team. Mm-hmm. And as stupid as it is, the final match where Nozomi goes into her true power mode, essentially, where Kawai does do that. She unlocks her potential, essentially.
I thought it was in the last fight where
it is. Kawai gives her like her untapped potential and then gets KO'd because she wipes herself out.
Right.
But then Nozomi, when she's actually unleashed and like their fight, I am actually like on the edge of my seat every time, and I actually tear up when Nozomi wins. I know how absurd this anime is, and I know how stupid I sound for saying it, but it's one of those shows that still get me teary-eyed because of how much I actually care about our characters.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's just because like people relate to, or I think there's a rule in writing that says like you don't love characters for what they've accomplished. You love them for what they've tried to accomplish, like what they've attempted.
Which is kind of what I love about Nozomi, because like Nozomi, unlike a lot of our protagonists, where like if they lose, they'll get disheartened like heavily. Nozomi, on the other hand, like, yeah, she gets disappointed, but she's always looking on like, okay, so how can I do this better, or what am I missing?
Yeah, like that's her. That is actually her first thought in just about every match. Whereas like,
instead of like, damn it, I can't beat her, I'm gonna give up. This isn't for me. Just like Nozomi, no, there's a way to do this. You just have to do it differently. It's
kind of non-frustrating. I think that's an important part of anime. Like, there's always like, for me, anime.
Yeah.
Because there's a bit of a culture barrier. So like because their culture is so much different from ours, the way that they make their stories is different from the way that we make ours, because we're at a point where we feel like we've seen everything, and everything it seems kind of bland because we feel like we've seen it all, you know?
Yeah.
But like it's with Japanese cartoon or anime, I feel like if I said cartoons, people are gonna get fucking angry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Japanese cartoons.
They are cartoons.
Or Western anime.
You could actually
live action adaptations.
That's not a thing anyone likes.
I know. I'm just saying it to piss people off.
Anyway, my point was like
moist.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm done.
Now everyone hates you.
I don't care. Moist. Wet.
I was about to say I dare you, and you give me like the exact opposite of what I was expecting. That's kind of amazing that you said that before I could. Anyway, my point. Different climate over there doesn't translate over to here, so I feel like there's more focus on just telling fun, silly stories, really.
Yeah.
Whereas over here, we're always focused on trying to add something new to something that's already existing.
Stop.
What?
Just stop. Not you, just us.
Stop. I thought you were like, stop talking on my podcast.
Stop adding things that have already been done. Instead, come up with originality. My God. One of my favorite shows is boobs and butts fighting each other in a ring with almost supernatural powers. I'm done with seeing Uncle Ben get shot a different time.
From behind this time.
With a sniper rifle. My God.
At least they changed up the gun in Spider-Man 4.
Oh, yeah. It was silver this time. But more to the point, just like we keep reusing the same thing in like anime, like whether it's ecchi or not.
I was saying it's the other way around, is like we keep trying to do stuff differently. But
building on the same thing.
But anime just does stuff the same way because they know what kind of sells.
Okay, I completely reverse that, but I still stand by my point.
My whole thing is that like it doesn't matter if it's original. It just matters if like you tell it your way.
And if it's different enough that like, hey, Heaven's Lost Property is exactly Keijo. No.
Who has said that ever, Austin?
Look, I'm just.
I know you're making an example. I'm trying.
Okay, Azure Lane is Keijo. But instead of boobs and butts, it's ships and missiles.
Kinda.
Yeah, but in Azure, people can die.
That's true.
People can't die in Keijo.
Well, I mean, they could.
They could. Oh, God, Kawaii, just calm down. I feel like if anyone kills, she will.
By the way, Kawaii is a character, not the word. Or it's
Kawaii.
It's Kawaii if you're saying it in the name.
Kawaii.
It's one I. It's one I for the name. It's two eyes for the word.
How do you pronounce that differently?
No, it's kawaii and then kawaii.
Kawaii.
See?
Kawaii.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kawaii's the character.
Yes.
Okay. Kawaii, do not kill anybody.
I was just pointing it out for them. I don't know.
Look, I was confused too, so just point it out for me.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it helped.
Like even though we may have not like covered Keijo a whole lot, it's still one of my favorite.
I feel like a lot of it is just like you just have to see it for yourself and enjoy or hate it.
It really kind of is, and it's just like don't take it too seriously. Obviously, it's about boobs and butts fighting to the death. Not to the death.
to the
boobs and butts fighting for superiority.
Boobs and butts fighting until someone gets wet.
Boobs and butt wrestling. Yeah, okay, I like yours better. I was gonna say boobs and butt wrestling, but no. Boobs and butts fighting until someone gets wet is what we're going with. Or until someone passes the fuck out. That is what Keijo is all about, and I love Nozomi for loving this sport. Moving on.
Anyway, I was gonna say, can I bring it up now?
Yeah, go for it.
So like I was gonna just say like we've been watching a lot more anime recently since we got nothing else to do with our time.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we watched the entire first season of Heaven's Lost Property. Like I don't want to go too much into it, but I just want to say, like, I enjoyed just, like, sitting down and, like, continuously watching something for a while. It was kind of nice to...
Something that we did the night before recording this, actually, was almost watch through the entirety of the first season of Assassination Classroom.
You actually did, though, because you started on restarted.
I restarted on episode 1, yeah, but we stopped on episode, like, 20.
Well, last night, because we were up at 2 in the morning, because we had watched almost the entirety of it.
Yeah, and then we finished it, like, once we woke up. And started season 2, so...
And I spent until 4 a.m. working on our podcast
and
stuff.
you're a good boy for it. Pat.
Yay.
However...
However...
I would happily do it again, but Assassination Classroom isn't one that we can talk about on this podcast.
Well,
it's not dirty enough.
We'll probably talk about it on Anime Podcasters, because I think Jayan really wanted to.
Jane really wants to talk about it, yeah.
Has he finished it, or did...
He finished it.
He finished it, but we have to finish it ourselves, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just barely, third episode of season 2?
Yeah. No, okay. Second. We didn't watch more than one.
Oh, okay. Did we?
No.
I thought we... Okay,
no.
Yeah, that's right. We just watched the, last episode where they're still on, the Okinawa vacation.
Right.
Okay,
moving on to the second series.
To the actual series we're talking about.
Building a muscle. It's not copyright because I'm singing. Building a muscle.
It's happened to people before, though, believe it or not.
Fuck!
Anyway. I'm sure you're fine. You were slightly out of key, so you were probably...
Building a muscle!
Are you doing, the AC/DC cover?
No. No, I'm trying to kill our headphone users. Anyway, the second series we're talking about is How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift?
That is not a question.
It is, though.
Mine are 0.
Mine are as well. Unless, how much does a donut weigh?
How much... I haven't had a donut in forever either.
I'm gonna say 5 kilos.
It's not it's not even 8 kilo.
Come on, 5 kilos of donut, please.
It's like 0.1 of a pound, Austin.
Hit me up with a kilo of donuts.
Oh, now I'm thinking of the Ninja Sex Party bit where they put the donuts on the ends of the broomstick and just falls on his neck.
Danny strangles.
Yeah. Danny strangles himself.
Anyway, if you guys don't know, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift is actually one of the tame...
You just...
How heavy are the what?
You said how heavy are the donuts you lift.
That's what we're going by now. So How Heavy Are the Donuts You Lift is about a girl, Hibiki Sakura, trying to obtain for herself the perfect summer body, which, frankly, all the girls in this show are hot enough as is anyway.
So that's the only problem I had, like I said before. Hibiki Sakura doesn't have enough chub to look like she warrants going to the gym. There are some shots where I think they use a little bit of forced perspective when drawing it, so that way her stomach has slightly edged shapes, but it's just where her hip bones would be, her pelvis bone. Yeah,
but basically they don't design it that way, but okay, that's the premise. She's just trying to attain for herself the summer bod. So, but her friend Ayaka?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Is that the boxer, or is
that's the boxer
friend. I'm not trying to think of the boxer. I'm trying to think of black hair.
Shoot, what's her name? Now I've got... What the fuck? That does not work like that.
I thought it did.
My tab... So, just for viewers, or, listeners, I have a tablet, and my tablet was on top of my wireless charger. And, it was flashing red, and I was like, wait, that's not how that charges.
I thought it was.
No,
I put it on there because I thought it would help it charge.
I appreciate the sentiment, but that's not how
Look, I know I'm wrong now, okay? It's fine.
Okay. Does it work on your phone?
Yeah, it works on my
phone.
phone.
It works on your phone.
Yeah. It's just a wireless charger. It doesn't have to be Bluetooth or anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Hibiki goes through the gym trying to just attain for herself the perfect body, but throughout a series of events, she basically builds friendships with other gym goers, and she becomes a total gym rat. Mm-hmm. So she becomes friends with one of the most popular girls in her school, if not the most popular. And turns out that girl, which is the one we're trying to find a name for, by the way, guys, is an incredible muscle nut. So basically she's all about getting swole. Basically, the bigger the muscles, the better. On guys or girls, it doesn't matter.
She basically likes the Arnold Schwarzenegger body type, essentially.
Right, and
where it's almost unhealthy to be that fit. That is a thing that can happen.
I know.
It's
and
kind of fun.
then,
it is funny to think about that you can get so ripped that it's unhealthy to be that
and
fit.
even then, when she sees a guy like that, or if like she meets a girl like that, she wants them to even get even more ripped. So that's her character quirk. Ayaka is Hibiki's best friend, which is a boxing coach, and she's more of the like strong athletic type. And their teacher,
the black-haired girl's name is Akemi.
Akemi. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So Akemi was the popular girl we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then turns out these girls' teacher also comes to the gym, but she's heavily mortified to find out that her students are in the same place she is outside of school.
That's like a little later in the show, but like
it is, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
basically, the whole story of this one is just like about
a girl working out.
That's it. That's really all it is. Like, so the thing I want to say is like basically one of two things out of this. One, it's literally just a gym fetish series,
which I'll give into,
which is fine.
And two,
fine, yeah. And can I? I think I said this to you the first time we watched it.
What's up?
I feel like the whole thing was made as if like the manga artist only knows how to draw Arnold Schwarzenegger bodies.
Okay,
and then he had like somebody else like do the female characters.
Yeah. So like nearly every guy in the series is that swole Arnold Schwarzenegger just vibe. Even Masiko's teacher is Arnold Schwarzenegger, remember?
Yeah,
he's the parody
it's literally
of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's literally what it is, and it's kind of amazing.
And I love it. But literally every guy has that exact same body type. Where the only difference is a tiny head.
Yeah. Well, like not all of them have that. There are regular
98%.
Yes. Yeah. But all the background guys have like the regular bodies.
Basically, if you're not in the gym, you're not Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're a normal human being.
Which I feel is a little bit like, I feel like it's a little derogatory to men to just be like, this is essentially, it's kind of like a flip or reversal of like how like people are always saying that men expect women to be models.
Yeah.
It's kind of a joke. I feel like it's kind of a joke
where women
on like
accept guys to literally have muscles that can crush steel.
But the thing is, I'm sure there are people who are like that, but that's not a societal norm for anyone. Like nobody, like I think the thing that I want to take away from that is like nobody expects you to be like a fitness goddess or a god. You should just be taking care of yourself is essentially what the show wants you to do.
The sad thing is I'm not even getting mad at you for talking about that because this is a fictional world.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is the impact that it leaves on you is anything but fictional and people take way too seriously. These are literally just forms of entertainment, people. They're there for you to have fun. They're not there to run your life by. Oh, this girl joined a gym. I should join a gym and just jack. Why did I say jack off?
Did you mean get jacked?
I meant get jacked, but I was saying jack off. Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of jack off, apparently. So so this is a special thing that that Dumbbells does do is every now and again they'll have Makiko's Machio's. Thank you. I keep pronouncing his name wrong.
It's good.
That Machio gives muscle training of the day. And he'll run you through an actual workout. He'll run you through, like, what muscles are actually being worked and, like, how to do it properly and everything. But at the end of each one is a heavily looted pinup
of like, any of the main girls.
Any of the main girl characters.
Yeah.
Or sometimes multiple of them. Like, basically, if they're the one doing the workout or, like, demonstrating the workout, they're the one who get pinupped.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the most ecchi part about this whole thing. Is because it's basically the girls in their workout suits, or it's the girl pinups like after Machio's thing.
Yeah,
that's really the only place where the fan service comes into play.
Which I'm fine with. I think it's kind of refreshing to like for it to not always be like ass in your face, kind of.
Keijo.
Yes. There's more
ass in your face will knock you out.
There are more ass shots in that anime than there are in any other movie you'll ever watch in your entire life.
Look, is just watching the technique of the finely curved buttocks.
That's
and
fine.
Bosom.
That's fine.
Is Nozomi an ass girl or a boob girl?
I'm pretty sure she's an ass girl.
I don't know. Well, I mean, that's what she attacks with, yes, but what does she like more?
This is us assuming that Nozomi is gay.
Dick isn't an option.
Now I'm thinking of what it would be. What would it be like if Keijo was like with guys? It would look so bad.
Battering ram. Oh!
I'm imagining like the groins bumping each other and the guys just like fall over. Oh, my balls. So I think that's why it wouldn't work.
What's the battering ram in Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings? The one with the flaming dragon head.
God damn it! They were cheering it like when we last watched it. I can't remember what it was called. It was like a wolf. It was called the wolf something.
Get the wolf. Damn it.
I don't remember the name. Let's move on.
I was gonna make a dick joke with it and just do like a Keijo move, but fine. I think about this way too much.
Back to Dumbbells.
So Dumbbells does the exact same thing that Keijo does, where like even though the girls are doing something incredibly simple, you can still fall in love with the characters of the girls because of like how they come out of their shells really with each other.
I think they kind of like summarize like different people or like archetypes in a friend group kind of.
Yeah, like
Hibiki is the one who
the glutton.
Yeah, she's the one who likes to eat. Nothing wrong with liking to eat, but it's
unless
also
you're the one also trying to work out to get the perfect body.
That's true.
In which case, erasing everything you just did with
just
all the ramen and sushi you can eat. Seriously, she scarfs down almost more than Goku when she actually gets in a buffet. And like I love her for it.
Like to a realistic level, like a realistic equivalent to it.
I mean, you remember the episode where the girls were all at school and taking lunch out together, right?
Yeah.
And like all of them just had a normal bento box, but Hibiki pulled out like a boulder.
Oh yeah, she had like a big
had like a bookcase full of food.
Yeah, it was like 5 books stacked on top of each other kind of height.
Yeah, it was like at least 5 times what the girls were.
It was like 5 bento boxes, basically.
Yeah. And I'm just like, and you're wondering why you keep erasing the progress or why you have made no progress. Hibiki. Learn here. But another one of my favorite things about Dumbbells is Gina when she comes in.
Gina is kind of fun.
Gina's amazing. She comes in like incredibly cocky. If you guys don't know, she's Russian, right?
She's the Russian.
Yeah, she comes in as a Russian transfer student.
She might be German. I get
might be German or Russian. We're sorry, we don't know countries or ethnicities or accents.
Sorry, you were right. It is Russian because the last name. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so she is the women's arm wrestling champion. She comes, yeah.
Was that what she was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she comes to the Silverman gym for the arm wrestling competition, and Hibiki just immediately destroys her.
That's right.
Because of what the prize is.
Yeah.
I think the prize for that was the stereo system.
No, I thought it was like a free membership.
Oh yeah, like a free yearly membership or something like that. That's why I wanted to rewatch that episode because I want to get back to Gina. Like I want to refresh on who she was. I might actually watch that after this one.
Yeah.
But when she comes in and then finds out that she's actually transferring permanently to Japan for like school and everything, and she starts living with Hibiki. So basically...
Oh, that's right. She just kind of like appears at the house one day.
Yeah, basically her eternal rival is her roommate. And she's watching Hibiki very closely for her rematch, like trying to plan her attack and everything else. And trying to like learn Hibiki's lifestyle. When really all Hibiki's doing is eating, goofing off like a normal high school girl, going to the gym, nothing strange at all. And Gina can't understand it. But when Hibiki does like the most standard of things, Gina's immediately the one that goes, yes, of course, this must be where she gets her power from. And I'm just like, no, it's not. Speaking of Hibiki's power though, when she helps Ayaka,
yeah,
when she helps Ayaka with the boxing gym and punches the punching bag,
and it breaks,
demonstration, and it shatters.
I can't remember if she punched into like the sand or if she knocked it off.
She knocked it off the chain. Like she knocked the sandbag into the wall.
Right.
And she even brought that back for the final episode for the talent show and just immediately crushed the sandbag. Like basically like she's wanting to lose weight, but instead of losing weight, what she's actually doing is burning it into muscle. And it's like not even showing to us, the viewers, but it's even actually brought up when, remember when she's working the leg machine?
Yeah.
When the girls are watching her do that, and they're seeing the muscles tense, they're seeing like the muscles get more defined in her legs. So they know instead of like what Hibiki's actually going for, the muscle build is happening. So she's becoming a muscle rat instead of like just losing weight.
Yeah, just losing weight is just trying to burn whatever.
Burn off the calories.
It's just burning off whatever you take in.
Yeah.
Essentially. But like building up muscle is building up muscle is just like continuously working those parts of your body.
Yeah.
I think I just saw this like while I was looking up Akami's name. Like there's a video of like a gym trainer reacting to like building up
like
the actual show. Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I haven't seen it. But I might just sit down and see it. So like I want to believe that this is actually like well informed. But just because it's a show, you kind of have like that sneaking suspicion that it's not. You have that
sneaking suspicion something's up, but at the same time, the way they describe everything makes it sound legit.
It probably is. Like, I don't see why they would say that it's not, because usually, I'm just speaking from personal experience. Whenever you work on a project of any kind, you do research and you look into it and you talk to like professionals in a field of some kind. Like if you're writing a detective novel, you talk to a real detective. Or you watch a bunch of detective movies, get to know the genre.
Or like method acting. Like if you're...
That's essentially what it is.
If you're taking a role of like a store clerk or anything, you take on an actual job as a store clerk for a while.
Yeah.
All right, so honestly...
But like, that was just what I want. That's just what I think. I'll have to like just sit down and like... Maybe
just
you could... Maybe people should just like show these clips to... like just English dub clips to people, to like actual gym trainers, see what they think, to like fact check it. But it seems almost insulting to say that they didn't do their research.
Yeah. If it sounds educational, if it sounds informed, like they actually know what they're talking about, they should give the benefit of the doubt. Like they know it sounds like they know what they're talking about, and Dumbbells, I feel like really does. Even I'm no gym trainer, I'm no muscle nut, I suck at stuff like that, but I legitimately think that these are real workouts, because I mean the burpee, that is how you actually do a burpee. When
some of these exercises we did do back in high school when we had like PE, or like phys ed,
just the one with like the workout machines and everything. Of course we didn't, because we didn't have them.
What school does? Oh wait, no, like the weight training
club and stuff like that.
Our high school had that.
We opted for walking for PE, and I passed with a D.
How did you pass walking with a D? Okay, just so you guys know, like walking was literally like our school let us go out into town, like leave for like an hour and come back like on a walk. Down a long hour-long walk, come back to the school, and then we would do stretches to warm down. Mm-hmm. How did you fail that, Austin? You walked.
I slept.
What? I'm just looking at you with pure disappointment. I passed that with an A. Okay.
I slept.
Maybe you should have. No wonder you get shit sleep now that you're an adult.
Because I used all my sleep tokens as a kid. Is that what you were saying here?
Probably.
All right, well, with that being said, I do have one last question for you. And this is just a personal preference for you. If you had to, and I'm going to do this with every double feature, so bear with me. One has to stay and one has to leave. Keijo and Dumbbells.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I feel like it. I feel like you already know my answer.
Don't make me pick.
I'm making you pick.
You piece of shit.
I'm making you pick. I'm going to be doing this for every double feature.
There's only one of these I can apply to real life, and it's Dumbbells, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that one. Just, I know you're going to pick Keijo because you're a butt boy.
Well, don't ostracize me like this.
I've outed you.
I mean, you're not wrong. I like ass, so what's the big deal?
Everyone should like butts.
I like
butts
boobs.
Are nice.
I like butts and boobs.
Butts are nice shapes.
I like butts. I like boobs. I like eyes. I like nose. I like the human body.
Hold on. Did you just say nose?
I'm not sexually attracted to the nose.
I got different thoughts in my head. Let's call this an episode.
Nose job.
No.
Whole new definition. All right, guys. You can go ahead. You can go ahead and find me over on right here on my channel, HotShot Ginger. You guys can also find me over on Twitter at Caution Ginger and over on our friend's channel, Giant Music. He's the one who actually edits all the audio for this podcast and helps us splice this together because we have no idea how audio works. And he does anime covers. He does original music with his Lunatic Rappers project. And I'm a podcast co-host over there with him on Anime Podcasters. So he's always cranking out content. He's always trying to get new stuff out. So go ahead, give him a listen. Give me a listen. Find our Anime Podcasters playlist. And Kyo, go ahead.
I'm GoPro Kyo. You guys can find me anywhere on the internet at GoPro Kyo. You can find me on Newgrounds, Twitter, YouTube, and a smattering of other places.
Pornhub.
You can't find me on Pornhub.
Anti-Haven.
I don't have a Pornhub account.
Anymore.
You haven't seen my phone.
GoPro Kyo. Google it. You'll find him.
Pretty much, actually, yeah.
Alright, guys, with that said, we just have one last thing to say.
This has been PantsuCast, and don't forget to change your underwear.
Alright, bye, guys.
Bye.